Okay, so right now there's a lot of fear around singing and the fact that we may not be able to come together in groups because it's one of those danger spaces where, people breathing on each other, we run a higher risk of spreading infections like we always probably would have. Um, and I know that this is probably the case, that we can't come together for a while until the CDC and health industries have either found a vaccine or some kind of treatment that allow us to know that we are covered. But in the meantime, there's so much that we can do as singers to help ourselves in our own journey of singing. And one of the things that I keep sort of alluding to in bel canto is there really is no flow, thrust, propulsion, force of air that's causing our instrument to resonate properly. In bel canto, we're using an internal accessing process that allows the sound to reverberate essentially within the constructs of our head. And so what I wanted to do tonight is just do what we'll call a little tissue test that you can do at home too. You pick your go-to song. I'm going to pick one that's just one of my goofy, silly ones. And I'm going to put the tissue in front of my mouth. So very, very close. All right. And what we're going to try to do is not have the tissue move too much and just start to see that we can control the sound internally without thrust or a lot of thrust. All right. So I'm just going to pick my go-to. Many a lassie, as everyone knows, will try to be married before 25. So she'll agree to most any proposal. All he must be is a man and alive. I hold a dream and there's no compromising. I know there's one certain laddie for me. Someday he'll come walking o'er the horizon. But should he not, then an old maid I'll be. Foolish he may say, foolish I will stay. Now you'll notice that there was a little bit of movement occasionally, and sometimes with plosives and fricatives, things that we're used to articulating with thrust on the attack of consonants, you can get a little pulse. But for the most part, there's very, very little motion. And when I put my hand in front of my mouth and do it, many a lassie, as everyone knows, will try to be married before 25. The only time I feel anything on my fingers is on like the B's and the T's. I'll hear a little bit. But if I put my hand here and I say, many a lassie, as everyone knows, will try to be married before 25. I feel nothing. So 4 inches away from my mouth and I don't feel any air at all. 2 inches away from my mouth, I can feel some of the more difficult consonants. But again, in bel canto, what we're doing is we're going to learn how to articulate those consonants in such a way that they're ricocheting into the instrument towards my wall instead of away from my body towards you on the computer screen. So to all my friends and to those of you that don't know me yet but are kind of learning about my work, I want to send a message out to you of comfort that yes, this is difficult. Yes, we're having a hard time not being able to sing with others or play with our friends, but it will come back in time. And in the meantime, using this time to discover your abilities beyond where you are right now, becoming an even better singer, using the time for good effort, I think is something that you can feel good about and look at this as an opportunity for learning and growth that can actually propel you faster, farther, further when we're done with this. So until the next time, all right, Deborah Lynn here. Please remember to click and subscribe if you like it, and like the videos as you do. It helps with the YouTube process and helps my work get out to the world. All right, much love to you all. Stay safe, stay well, and for heaven's sake, please keep singing. Ciao bella.